The governor's job as a teacher for 2 decades is also getting a lot of attention. Walz is the first former teacher to be on a major party's presidential ticket in 50 years. So we decided it would be good to talk to a few of his former students, some Democrat, some Republican, on how they remember Mr. Walz in his pre-political life. Here's Ian Russell.
I took it to Congress and to the state capitol, and now Vice President Harris and I are running to take those very values to the White House.
Long before Tim Walz ever hoped to walk the halls of the White House, long before this stage in Philadelphia last week, he started here, Mankato West High School. Millions are now learning about the man Minnesota has called governor.
I can't wait to debate the guy.
But to really understand Tim Walz, the ones who know him best say, you should start here.
When he's Coach Walz, he's not Governor Walz.
Dan Clement,
Class of 1999, Mankato West Scarlets.
has heard many of the stories about Walz now in the national spotlight before. He's lived them.
He was an amazing coach. He's the type of coach that every athlete probably dreams of.
Including Dan.
I probably wasn't a model student, but I made it through, and I credit a lot of that to Coach Walz, of course.
He'll tell you himself, school was difficult, but the person who helped the most was Walz. A few months ago, Dan just wanted to say thank you, so he reached out to the governor's office, not really expecting to hear back.
His scheduler there messaged back and said, Tim would love to meet with you.
Dan says it's not shocking that Walz remembered him, and he's not shocked that others are seeing this as well.
He always made sense as the vice presidential pick.
Jacob Rayton,
It's going to be Tim Walz.
class of 2000, admittedly looked to Gwen Walz more in his high school days, an important resource for someone just trying to make things make sense.
When I decided to come out the next year, I had told my friend and my sister, and the third person I told was Gwen Walz. It was the 90s. It was a different time for gay people. There was a need for the right person to be the advisor to the Gay Straight Alliance, and Walz just seemed to be the right pick. And given the support that he and Gwen showed all the way back to when I came out, he was the right pick for me.
Of course, not everyone agrees with him politically.
If I was just me and Mr. Walz in a room, I'd be like, well, I've got a beef about these 3 things.
Just ask Doug Vose,
Yeah.
class of 2004. But even as someone somewhat across the aisle from Walz, there's still respect.
When you forget a password and you have a backup, like who's your favorite teacher? Everybody's is Tim Walz.
There's much that will come up in the political dogfight over the next few months, but that's not what these 3 are focused on.
In spite of whatever flaws that he might have in his politics and what people don't necessarily align with, he wins a lot.
Because sometimes to really know someone, you have to start at the beginning.
I'll forever be grateful to the Walzes for the support that they showed me during that difficult time in my life.
In Mankato, Ian Russell, KARE 11 News.